Hi, welcome to the 49th episode of the Decompression Chamber. I'm your host, Mario, but I also forgot to pull up the opening quote. So the opening quote is going to be from a French philosopher named Voltaire. Sorry about that. And the quote goes, "Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do." Roll the intro.
Wanted to meet and my steamers broke. Fuck the oblique and peak of the soul. Peace never know what's about to occur, but my zen getting rolled at the turn of your words. Wanted to meet and my steamers broke. Fuck the oblique and peak of the soul.
So if I've done that right, in the intro there should be a little compilation, a little clip challenge or whatever of what I've been getting up to over the last couple of weeks. Truthfully, in the last 2 weeks, I have not felt a single ounce of desire to make these videos. And I often question myself, before I would fall asleep, and I think, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing, or is that a thing in general? You know, I don't know. I literally just sit in these four walls and I'm like, is this the right decision? Is it not? At the end of the day, you just kind of move forward, and I guess that's the kind of quote that I think about, is that it's much better to do something and do it wrong rather than not do something for fear that you're going to get it wrong and not do anything ever, which is unfortunately part of the process of the way I live. But I guess just the fact that I'm up here and re-uploading is a bit of a good sign. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit distracted by what's going on outside my room, but I'm just gonna roll with it. In any case, so just to fill you in, last time, a couple of weeks ago, I would have already been on holiday for like a week already, and that was in the period of like, oh, it's holiday time, I'm just free, I'm not doing anything, I'm appreciating the time I have off to just decompress fully. Like, decompress so much I didn't even come back to the channel. But just recently we've had some more projects going on. I helped film a music video with my friend Alfie's band, Vision, the band. Check them out. Hopefully I should be able to like link the music video that I worked on one of these videos soon, but I think that the release is happening in a short sec, so hopefully we can see stuff happening. But for that music video, my friend Alfie, he directed, but he's in the band as well, so he had a very clear creative vision about what he wanted in the music video, how he wanted things to be placed, the order of events of things, and kind of, he came to me and was like, alright, this is what I want you to draw some top-down maps, I want you to make some plans, and make sure that we do get it done, you know, be the kind of direct, because there's cinematographer and director of photography are used synonymously, but in my opinion, director of photography feels like a better title, because I like the idea not just being in charge of like what the shots look like, how things are framed, where things are positioned, but also the higher up logistics of managing cameras, lighting, you know, in coordination, how they're structured on set in a way to, you know, not just successfully get the shot, but successfully get all the shots, you know, and that's what a good director of photography has to do. It's been hot as fuck recently, like, I'd show you, but it's kind of hard to tell. I've got like a tan line from the tank top I wore in the park that day, and because a lot of what I did was like, kind of, I'm speaking to somebody, or like I'm running around with the camera people, or I'm helping people with rehearsals, you don't realise how much you're getting absolutely blasted by the fucking sun. You're getting absolutely blasted, and luckily I'm one of those people where it will fade to tan, but I've heard some kind of statistic like like getting sunburned 2 times a year will increase your chance of getting skin cancer by like upwards of 10%. So yeah, there's definitely concern about that in the future, but we'll just have to see what's going on. And yeah, so I helped film that music video, and then straight after that we had a Mexican themed party at our halls, and yeah, dubious about whether that's appropriating culture or whether it's just like, oh, it's just a theme night, and but hey, give me an opportunity to drink and wear a sombrero, and I will. Yeah, in any case, the parties that my halls have been putting on, now that the regulations have changed, we've actually been able to mix and speak with people from different years, particularly from film at my uni. Like, because my uni is a bit different there, it's a more insular kind of thing where people on a course is likely to be like 20, maybe less, rarely ever more. And so it's kind of like a tighter-knit community, you know, and kind of expanding that a step further into the years above it is interesting, and seeing their perspective in terms of like what uni works like for them, what they think about first year since they've progressed, and and just getting to know more people in general. I mean, truthfully, like, as much as I get on with the people in my halls, like, we're a group of like 12, 13, maybe less, maybe 11. In any case, we're a smaller bunch, and it's really the main group of people that I've been allowed to interact with. There's a couple of people on my course outside of that, but throughout the whole year, pretty much in my uni, I knew less than 20 people, which is kind of strange, because normally you associate going to uni with like really widening those circles and having new social opportunities. But combine small town life of Salisbury with post-COVID uni life, it'll definitely put some dampers in it. But yeah, I found that actually going and doing stuff like filming my mate's music video, and then, you know, speaking and interacting with the, you know, years above, while still partying with the people in my group, it's a good feeling. It's like, I always think about the quote from The Office where Andy says, "How do you know? I wish there was a way to know when you're living in the good old days." And I'm sure you'll see through the clips of the compilations that I'll put up for this video, but I just feel like I am living in them. I'm in the good times. Like, it's crazy. I'm already through my first year at uni of 3 years. I mean, I've been thinking about possibly doing a master's or like a extended course, but with the way life works, I don't know. Everything changes so quickly, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not good at fucking adapting to change. Like, for example, I thought I was going to be having to move out of halls later this week. It's a Monday now, so I was thinking I have to go on Saturday. And it turns out that I have an extra week here, which for me, I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, I can exist in this paradigm and then have it shift later on, rather than just like, well, I don't know, an abrupt change, like particularly if I'm being taken out of one environment and put in another. If I haven't mentally prepared for myself, then it can often be very uncomfortable. And I mean, even looking back, the whole like half week preceding Saturday, so like kind of Wednesday onwards, I was just stressed out and anxious about the music video. I was thinking about the things that could go wrong. I was thinking about how I would do my job poorly, or how what I was doing might interfere with, you know, the director who was also in the band. When there's something coming up that I'm uncertain about, it just will make me feel anxious, and that anxiety, normally I can keep a lid on it, but like it's those moments at night where like I'm struggling to sleep, or those times where like I'm walking to the shops on my own for some reason, like just times where you catch yourself unawares and you're like, oh no, there's a lot that's making me anxious right now. And so what I did today, I'm leading out of frame, but I wrote a list of things that make me anxious today. And the first one that I crossed out the list was moving out, because A, my parents are super supportive and will come down and pick my stuff up, no problem. But B, turns out I'm here another week. What else did I write? Need to buy camera and laptop. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Basically, I've got a Canon DSLR, but I really want to upgrade my systems. I want to be able to do more and have more ability to kind of innovate with what I'm making. So I've bought a very, very nice special camera. I'm looking to buy some nice lenses and some kind of accompanying accoutrements to it. So hopefully we'll see some more exciting kind of maneuverability soon. This series might start going HD. Might even reach 4K. Crazy to think about. Crazy. What else made me anxious today? Indecision around dyeing my hair. Oh yeah, so like maybe in November last year, I bleached the tips of my hair, and then like I dyed it a metallic blue. And personally, I did like it. It was a nice little look. But because my hair's so dark, like you could barely tell that the blue was there. And actually, it was more noticeable when it faded to an ugly, murky green. So lesson learned. I'm going for an extra blue neon this time. Nah, but I like the idea of having like short, spiky hair with the dyed tips, because it's just like, it's totally not the era or the aesthetic that I don't know whether I agree with the whole aesthetic thing anyway, but hey, it's just a bit of fun, neon blue hair, whatever. But it still made me anxious, because I was undecisive about it. I was like, do I get my hair cut first, then do that, or do I do that, then get a haircut? Do I do any of it? Do I even cut my hair? Do I even dye my hair? Like, such small, unnecessary decisions, but like, I found myself that as I was writing this list out, it was a small contributing factor, you know. And then right after that, I feel like time goes too fast, and in comparison, that's way bigger, because I have this weird like sense of melancholy and nostalgia already for the time I've spent here, and and yeah, it's not like I've tried my best, and I feel like I've done a good job to a certain extent of appreciating what I've had, and stopping to smell the roses, and kind of trying to notice when I'm having a positive experience, and yet suddenly here I am already a year down, you know. Maybe it's because in comparison to my gap year, because my gap year was most of the time I was spent either doing like kind of menial work week to week as a temp, or I was in lockdown just like the rest of us. That made it a pretty slow year, whereas this one has been stress, action, fun, annoyance, depression, anxiety, excitement. I've just listed things, but because there's more ups and downs, it's a more immersive, intense experience. Then yeah, things go quicker. And I will tell you what, the whole entire start of this series, which was like January to March, that was a bit of a drag. But I had awesome family and friends to support me through it, so you just kind of got to take it for what it is. What else is on my making me anxious list? I need to figure out when to visit my bro and my mates in London. Yep, still haven't figured that out. But given that I've got a bit of extra time here, maybe I can make some time. Yeah, that's the thing, is that even when it's an easy decision, because it's like one small thing that I'm uncertain about, and there's like another, like that small thing about visiting my brother and my friends in London, and then you kind of add somewhere in the background the decision about the hair, and like it's not like any of these individually is enough to like debilitate me as a human. It's that all of these things being present in my mind at once, I'm not very good at like stretching them apart, separating, stopping, and going through all of them. Quite often, if I'm anxious about a lot of stuff, I'm just going to be stressed. I'm just going to be anxious and stressed, and I have my coping mechanisms just like anyone, but sometimes the mechanisms aren't enough to actually address the root cause, So yeah, I think sometimes I have such a view of things where I see the anxiety as one big cloud, that when you get closer you realise that the raindrops, they're not even that bad. You start picking them away, and the cloud starts falling apart. So what else is on there? Need to write a script for a video essay. I need to write a script for August. Christ, it's that time of night. But this adds to the whole weirdness of the last weekend, is that I didn't sleep a single wink last night. Like, it's happened twice to me at uni. It's a very strange experience, and it's never happened to me despite all the nights that I've stayed up and all the times that I've woken up in the middle of the night, where the entire night I'm entirely lucid, not a wink of sleep, pure awareness, and like not even a feeling like I'm going to be able to go to sleep. It may have been something to do with the heat, it may have been something to do with the insane amount of coffee I drank before I went to bed, but who can I blame? Only myself. Yeah, then I stayed up and watched the Logan Paul Mayweather fight, snooze fest, not interesting, and yeah, it's the last week of my adolescence. It's kind of crazy, but maybe I should make a film about that. All right, we'll see. We'll see if we can get something going for that. But because hopefully I can include the video of me and my friends finding desk chairs in the park and using them to drop in the skate park, which is pretty fun. Dangerous though, don't do it at home. But yeah, that's the thing, is that quite often, because the positive is in the other direction to the negative, you see it as like you have to take away from the negative to add to the positive, or you have to, I think that people see happiness as like, something okay, I'm gonna need to work on that metaphor. Give me another video time. It's just another video time. Terrible. Sorry. If this is just a complete mess of me rambling and just describing the last couple of weeks, then that's all I intended it to be, because I'm incredibly sleep deprived. I'm tired. I'm still like dealing with like the remnants of a hangover from like the day before yesterday, because I never slept it off. And truthfully, I feel oh yeah, I can't believe I didn't even talk about this. I pretty much all of today, it was fucking sweltering, and most of the day I spent in my hallway with my flatmates doing a choreographed action sequence, and it was very fun doing. It was unprofessional and amateur, but I think it looked good. We had a fun time, and we'll see what it's like when he makes the film, and I play a fucking stupid goon who just gets beaten up, and it's fun. Hopefully I can add a clip of that as well, maybe in the outro. I'll see. But as I stand right now, I'm looking around, enjoying the space I'm in, making the most of the time I have, and as scary as it is how quickly time goes, you still go through 1 second at a time. You still do. If you allow yourself to like take the moment in, then you don't worry about the past or the future. You just think about the moment. But that's difficult in itself. And quite often, if you're consciously putting yourself into the moment, then just because you're thinking about whether you're in the moment, it takes you out of being in the moment, you know? It's a weird paradoxical thing. It's like how when you want to fall asleep, if you're thinking about falling asleep, it makes it more difficult because you need your mind to just kind of shut off. And that doesn't help exactly. But in any case, my flow is definitely off. My work rate is down. But overall, I'm doing well. So, all right, I'm doing decent. I'm doing decent. I hope you're doing decent. I hope this video gets to you at a good time. I mean, I don't know how many people see it, but I'm doing it for me. So, do it for you. Thank you very much.
Me staying on pop travel, just hit the dare and wind up in the bog. Get the mud off my feet, dragging low through the street. I've been feeling so odd. On the cusp of my reach, it's a love I can see, but it's too fucking dark. I need young Genevieve, someone come better than me, balance head spinning toes. I've been feeling so odd. Would you feel on my stop?